Hey guys, it's Ash. Today we're going to be working through just a 15-minute stretch to get our bodies feeling nice and loosey-goosey. We're not going to need any equipment today, so we'll just start sitting down on our mats, legs crossed or whatever is most comfortable for your hips and knees. Just going to start with hands on those kneecaps, closing down the eyes and starting to roll those shoulders backwards. Just working out any crunches and creaks in those shoulders. Circling back the other direction. Good. From here, we'll relax those shoulders down by our ears, and having a look at our rotation, we're going to turn all the way over that right shoulder. And then turn all the way over the left shoulder. Keep it coming, just starting to notice if one side feels a little bit tighter than the other, as we're working through left to right here. Good. The next time we look to that right side, let's pause. And we're going to draw the letter U with our nose, rolling the chin along the chest until we're looking over the opposite shoulder. We're coming back the way we came, drawing that letter U again. We're just starting to find a little bit of length and stretch through the back of our neck here. From here, we're going to go ahead and sit on that right hand, just tuck it underneath your body. And we're going to tip our head away from that hand we've just sat on, finding a lovely big stretch up the side of our neck. Good. Holding our head tilted to the side, we're going to find a little contract, relax here. To do that, we're just going to shrug that right shoulder up, creating a bit of tension. And then we're going to relax that shoulder down, forcing it away from our ear. Good. 3 more times like this. Shrug. Relax. 2 more. Lift and lower. 1 more time. How far can we get that shoulder to drop down the side? Lovely. Coming across to the other one, we're just going to take a seat on that left hand and dropping the ear away. I'm a little bit tighter on this side this morning. From here, we're going to shrug that shoulder up, shortening that muscle, and then relax that shoulder down, creating tension. 3 more times. Lift and lower. 2 more. Lift and lower. Last one. Lift and lower. Lovely. Let's come back to that first side, sitting back onto that right hand. This time we're going to rotate nose down towards the shoulder. Hand comes to the back of your head, and we're dropping chin towards chest. You should feel this stretch a little bit further around the back of your neck rather than the side. Keeping that head lowered down, we're going to find that contract, relax again. So shrugging your right shoulder up and releasing it down. 3 more times. Good. 2 more. Hopefully this feels slightly different than that first variation, last one. Good. Really pull chin down to chest and release. Let's come across to the other side, sitting back onto that left hand, rotating nose away, hand to the back of the head, dropping nose down towards your shoulder. Once again, once you've found that gentle stretch, we shrug, left shoulder up, relax it down. 3 more times. Lift and lower. 2 more. Lift and lower. Last time. Lift and lower. Really pull that chin down to finish. Good. Releasing your head, hands back to your knees, just rolling out those shoulders. Hopefully feeling a whole lot looser than the first time we did this movement. Good. We've got the upper back and the neck moving. Let's move it a little bit further down the spine now, finding a lovely big side stretch. Right hand's reaching out to the side on the mat, and we're sweeping left arm up over our head, finding that lovely length from pinky finger all the way down to that hip. Good. Sweeping up and over to the other side, right fingertips coming up over your head, this time lengthening through the right side body. Good. This time we're going to pause, coming up and over to that first side. Once you've found that side stretch, we're going to bend that top arm, take the hands behind the head, elbow to the sky. Taking a deep breath in, we're going to rotate up, looking up towards the sky, And exhale, breath, bringing elbow down towards your mat. 3 more times like this, breathing in, opening up the chest. Breathing out, elbow to mat. 2 more times, breathing in. Breathing out. Last one. Breathing out. Good, come back through that long side stretch position. And we'll windmill all the way up and over to the other side. Good, once we found that side stretch, same thing over here. Hand to the back of the head, deep breath in to open the chest. Exhale, breath, rounding elbow towards mat. Good, 3 more times, working with your breathing. Inhale and exhale. 2 more times, inhale, exhale. Last one, inhale and exhale. We're finding length through that top arm again before we come all the way back upright. Good, this time finding that full spinal rotation, breathing in as we reach the hands up overhead. Breathing out, we're twisting around to that right side. So we've got left hand to the outside of the right knee, right fingertips touching down on the ground behind you if you can reach. Hold your twist here for another inhale breath. Can you breathe a little more space into your spine? And then exhale, see if you can twist that a little bit deeper. Come back through center, breathing in, reaching up. Breathing out, we're twisting to the left. This time, hand to the knee, other hand behind. Hold this twist for that next inhale breath, sit a little taller. And exhale, twisting a little bit deeper. One more time each way, breathing in, reaching up. Breathing out, twisting right. Holding here as we breathe in, sit a little taller. Breathe out, twist a little deeper. Last side, breathing in, reaching up. Breathing out, rotating left. Hold that twist as we inhale, sit tall. Exhale, twist deeper. Beautiful. To continue through this spinal movement, we're going to find our way onto our all fours position. Good, so hands and knees on the mat, shoulders stacked on top of your wrists and hips stacked on top of your hips. From here, we'll work through our cat-cow first, taking a deep breath in, scooping through the belly, rounding chin to chest, doming your tummy away from your mat. Exhale breath, we lift through the tailbone, flare out our ribs and lift the gaze forwards now. 3 more times like this, we scoop from the lower spine first. Let it ripple all the way up to your head like a wave. The reverse as we arch. Beautiful. Can we find that inhale breath as we scoop up and away? That exhale breath as we drop the belly. One last time, inhale breath. Can we really slide those shoulder blades apart? Push heavy through the heels of your hands. And exhale breath, squeeze shoulder blades together. Lovely. From here, let's find a neutral spine, just your flat back. We're going to start with our thread the needle. So coming towards your screen, breathing in, unfurl that front arm up to the sky. And as we breathe out, let's thread that hand between the wrist and knee, still connected to the mat. See if you can get your ear and shoulder all the way down to the ground here. 3 more times on this side. We're breathing in, fingertips to sky. Breathing out, thread the needle for a little bit more. Maybe we release that other arm, deepening that twist. 2 more times just like this. Breathing in, fingertips to sky. Breathing out, rotate through the upper spine and ribs. One last time here, breathing in, reaching up. Breathing out, thread the needle. Well done. Let's take both hands back to the mat. Quick reset if you need to cat-cow in between. And we'll go straight to the second side of that thread the needle. Other arm away from the screen this time. Breathing in, reaching up. Breathing out, sliding the hand along the floor. maybe that ear comes in contact with the mat. 3 more times, breathing in, unfurl the top arm. Breathing out, we slide through, and for a little bit extra, we might add that extra rotation. 2 more times here, breathing in, reach out. Breathing out, how far from your body can you reach your fingertips? Last time, breathing in and breathing out. Lovely juicy twist here. Nicely done. Coming out of this, we're going to keep those hands grounded on the mat, working through our pigeon stretch next. So let's start by bringing that right leg through and across. You want to imagine that your right knee is coming towards your right wrist and your right ankle towards your left wrist. From here, we're going to lengthen that back leg away, and we're looking to find this lovely square position through our hips. So my shin is as parallel as it can get with the front edge of my mat. Don't worry, there's a bit of space between your hips and the ground here. From this shape, we're going to breathe in, lift up through the chest. And as we breathe out, just folding forwards, laying over the top of that leg. If you've got the space, it might feel nice to reach those hands all the way out and just rest your forehead as close down onto the mat as possible. You're going to hold here for 2 lovely deep breaths, breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. In these tighter shapes, let's not allow our breath to become short and sharp. Full deep breath, 1 more time. Beautiful job. Let's walk those hands back and very gently come back out of that pigeon stretch shape. Coming straight across to the second side. This time we're taking that opposite leg through, same knee to wrist, opposite ankle to opposite wrist, sliding backwards. Let's see if we can lift through the chest. It's okay if there's space between your pelvis and the ground here. Breathing in. And as we breathe out, let's step those hands just in front of that shin, lowering as far as is comfortable for your body here, leaning forwards. Good. In this stretch, we're hoping to feel that length through the outside of our hip, the leg that's forwards. You might also find a bit of a stretch up through that hip flexor, and that's okay here as well. If you have the space, coming right down, forehead to mat, holding in your deepest shape for 2 deep breaths, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. 1 more time, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Beautiful. Both hands coming back onto the mat. We'll step those legs back and making our way back into a child's pose. We'll go toes together, knees as wide as your mat, sitting bottom back towards your heels as far as you comfortably can, and then reaching those fingertips long, allowing your chest and forehead to come down onto the mat. Everyone likes a child's pose stretch. From here, we're going to ripple through the spine, finding our way all the way to cobra. From here, can we scoop the belly up and away like we did for angry cat? Shift your weight forwards into your hands and then drop your hips down to the mat, lifting eyes forwards and up. There's our cobra stretch. From here, on an exhale breath, we send the hips back all the way back to our heels, finding our child's pose again. 3 more times like this, working through that ripple shape, scooping up and in. Hips drop forwards and down, shoulder blades come together as we lift through the eyes. Sending those hips back. 2 more times, scoop, rippling like a wave. One last time, we'll hold in that lovely cobra stretch, that back extension once we get there. Good, it might feel nice to just widen those hands slightly. Taking a deep breath in, open your chest through between your shoulders, and as we breathe out, slowly lowering back down onto the ground. Good, we're going to ripple all the way back up. Imagine you're peeling a sticker up. One end lifts and then everything follows piece by piece, rolling back down. 3 more times. Eyes lift forwards and up. Shoulder blades come together. Belly slowly peels off the mat. One more time like this. Good, holding at the top here. Let's shimmy one shoulder forwards and across. See if you can look back at that heel. And then take it all the way to the other side, looking back. One more time, each direction, look back to that foot. And the other side. Good, press it all the way back to that child's pose stretch. Good, we're gonna get a little deeper through our hips and hamstrings next. From where we are here, we're gonna step that front foot forward. So we're in our 90-degree kneel, making a lovely 90-degree bend with that front and back knee. From here, we'll take both hands onto that front thigh and sink the hips forwards and down, lifting the eyes up. From here, we're gonna send that weight all the way back, sitting on that back leg. Hands can come down onto the mat, folding forwards over our front side. Moving in and out of those two shapes, we come all the way forwards, dropping those hips down for a little bit extra. We might lengthen the arms up towards the sky. And then our bottom back to our back heel, hands to the mat, folding over that front leg. We'll go again. If you've got a bit more space, you might like to slide that front hip forwards, hips drop down, fingertips sweep to the sky. Rounding backwards, bottom to heel, sitting back. Last one on this side. Drop those hips forwards and down. Sweep fingertips up. And send your bottom back to your heels. Sitting all the way down. Coming back through that 4-point kneel, we'll go straight to the other side. Finding that 90-degree lunge position on the second leg, starting with hands on thighs for a bit of support. Hips drop forwards and down, eyes lifting up. Good, bottom goes all the way back to the heel. Hands to the mat for support. Hamstring stretch. 3 more times, we shift forwards. For that extra length through the front of the body, we reach fingertips up towards the ceiling. Shift our weight back. 2 more times. Whatever level is feeling right for your body. Sweeping up. Sitting back. One last time. So nice, lovely deep stretch through the back of those hamstrings. Coming back to all fours, we'll just take a moment for a little cat-cow if we need it. Any other shapes your body is calling for? Maybe a quick child's pose. I'm going to finishing up with a lovely full body flow to round it all out. From where we are here, let's tuck those toes underneath our body on the mat. Good, we're going to hover those knees up off and send our hips up and back into our A-frame shape, that downward dog position. Can we think about pressing our chest back towards our thighs? Starting to pedal out through the feet, dropping one heel at a time down towards the mat. Good, from here, can we lift both heels up at once? Find that highest tiptoe position and then lengthen both heels down to the mat at the same time. Good, 3 more times. Lift and lower the heels. Keep your chest pressing back to your thighs. 2 more. And lower. Spread your fingers nice and wide to really grip the mat. Last time, lift. And lower. Keep those heels pressing down. We're going to take tiny little steps with our hands. Coming back towards our tiptoes, let your head really drop heavy. Looking back at your kneecaps. It's okay to have a soft bend through the knees here. Then when you're ready, we're going to shift our weight into our heels and slowly roll up. Head is going to arrive last at the top. Good, breathing in, reaching up towards the sky. Breathing out, arms go wide for a swan dive, forwards and down. Find that forward fold, relax through the back of the neck. Walking hands all the way out. Can we find that downward dog shape again? Press the chest back towards the thighs. Drop the heels to the floor. Maybe that pedal if that's more comfortable for that nerve stretch up the back of both legs. 3 more times just like that. We're gonna lower both heels down. Start to walk those hands back towards the toes. Release tension in your neck, drop that head down. Slowly roll up, restack that spine. Breathe in, fingertips lift to sky. Breathe out, dive forwards. Release the head. Slowly walk those hands out, finding your A-frame shape. Walking out the feet. Just 2 more times here. We drop both heels down. We walk the hands back. Release your ponytail to the floor. Slow roll up. Breathe in, fingertips to sky. Breathe out, hips go back, folding at the front of your hip crease. Release tension in your neck. Walking hands forwards. Downward dog. Maybe we pedal. Final time for class. We drop both those heels down. Walk those hands all the way back. Release your head. While we're here, can we check there's no tension in our neck? Can you nod your head yes? Can you shake your head no? Can you grasp opposite elbows with your hands and find a really gentle sway from side to side? Feel gravity pulling heavy on the back of your head. Releasing hands to the mat. And take your time on this very last roll up, working through the back of the spine, one piece at a time, coming all the way back up. Good. And that's all for today, guys. Maybe a little roll out of those shoulders, any of those stretches that are calling to you. Hopefully you feel a little bit taller after all of those ones, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.